service into the AWS. Okay. So first, initially, I can move the data from my laptop, means on premises, to cloud by using S3 bucket. From S3, I can access from anywhere in the cloud, like a central storage to cloud. So if you want to work with developer tool like Lambda, whatever, if you want to work with AWS Glue, database, DevOps, whatever, the related data, we should move into the S3 bucket. From there, we can access. So that's the reason we are calling simple storage as central storage service in the AWS. Okay, centrally we can store. Is it clear? Next, the main important point is S3 is a global service. Okay, S3 is a global service. S3 is a global service. I think this is the first service we are discussing for global service, right? Till now we have discussed regional services all. S3 is a global service. And main important point is S3 is unlimited storage. So there is no limit. Unlimited storage. Unlimited storage. Okay. So what type of data we are going to store into the S3? By using S3, can we run an application? By using hard disk, can we run any application? Without RAM, without processor? No, it's not possible, right? So S3 is a flat file storage. Okay, flat file storage. Flat file storage. So we can store files, MP3, media files, okay, videos, whatever. Okay, flat file storage. So this is S3 information, very high level. So we can discuss what is S3, what are the components we have in the S3. Okay, so in your laptop, okay, in your laptop, if you want to store file, what is the process? In your laptop, if you want to store any file, so what is the process? What is the process? How to store file in laptop, guys? Okay, we can create folder. Next. Save in the destination. That's it. Create folder and upload file and save it, right? Okay. So why you are going to create a folder? Anyone? Can't we copy it, paste it somewhere? We can do it, right? Why you are going to create folder? Why you are going to create folder? To know proper address, right? If you are just organized, very good. Systematical way, very good. So if you want to maintain the data in a systematical way, we should create some folders, right? So you have a movies history, you have a songs, you have some photos. So we are not going to store all are in one folder, right? It's not identical, right? So it's very difficult to identify. So movies are placed into the one folder, songs are one folder, photos one folder, like that we can. Otherwise, some people may store year of 2023, 2024, 2022 inside every total year main folder. They are going to store multiple folders. Accordingly, they can maintain, right? So like that, we are maintaining a systematical way. In S3 also data we should maintain into the systematical way. Okay. So simply we are not creating S3 and put object into the S3, right? It's not like that. We have to maintain some partitions, systematical way, identical way. Those are we can call as a partition way. So means we are going to partition the bucket. So when I say bucket, just I'm going to discuss about the bucket now. So in our system, let's suppose you have a data. So you have a data. you have a data. So you want to store this data into your laptop. The first process is select drive, right? Select drive. C, D, E, F, so many drives are there, right? Select drive. Example D, C, R, D, whatever. Okay. Yeah. Next, what you are going to do after select drive? You are going to create folder, right? Folder. Folder. After that, place file. So this is the process we are following into that on our system to move any data. Is it? So this is the process we are following. In the same S3 also we have a structure. We have a structure to maintain data into the efficient way. So we have a bucket. So we have a bucket. S3 bucket. Next. Same folder. Inside bucket, we can create a folder. So inside folder, we are calling file, right? Here we can call objectives. Objective. So here inside folder, multiple files are there, right? Inside folder, multiple files are there. How you can identify the file? Name, right? By file name. File name. By using file name. Data, for example, test. So here is the test now. Okay. File name is test. So in the S3 also we have a same kind of inside objectives. We have a, what would be there inside? How we can identify here? By using key name. Okay. Key name. Key name is nothing but file name. Objectives is nothing but files. Okay. Folders is folders. Here C drive, D drive is a central storage for inside your drive, right? C drive is a central storage for multiple folders. Folder is for central store for multiple files. File is nothing but multiple key values. The same thing in S3 also we have a bucket, folders, objectives, key name. Key name is nothing but multiple objects. How we can identify? By using key name. Is it clear, everyone? Okay. Yes. So this is the structure actually. So why we are calling unlimited storage? Why we are calling unlimited storage? So for example, inside folders, can we create folders or not? Inside folders, we can create folders. Again, inside folders, we can paste it our maintain files. Again, inside files, we can create again folders. Like that, we can create multiple folders. You don't have any limit in your system. So in S3 also, we don't have any limit. We don't have any limit. We can create multiple folders inside bucket. Inside bucket. So what is S3 bucket? Just I'm taking the picture here for better imagine. So this is the symbol for S3 bucket. Okay. Okay, guys. So here a very important point is S3 is a global service, right? But bucket is a regional level. If you create a bucket, select S3. If you can create a bucket, it works as a regional level. Important point. S3 bucket works in regional level. Okay. Inside bucket, we can create multiple folders. Multiple folders. So by default, S3 bucket is private. By default, S3 bucket is a private, not public, guys. If someone will come and ask what is S3, simply S3 is a simple storage service. We can store any kind of data, files like a objectives, we can store it. Okay. So, and we cannot run S3 as a EC2, right? Can we run S3 bucket as EC2? Why? So, can we run S3 like EC2? This is the question. Is it possible, guys? The reason is S3 is a just storage. Okay. There is no operating system, right? And CPU. I mean, there is no hardware. Is it clear, everyone? So if you want to move data, S3 is a best option to migration platforms. On-prem data. On-premises data into S3. What? How to move data without OS? Guys, operating system will work to move the data. What is the use of operating system? What is operating system? Interface between you and your computer. If you give any command, it is convert high level to low level. High level is nothing but English. Low level is nothing but binary form. That is help operating system only. But to store the data, is there any giving any command? No, right? So in that, the communication is between here. We are not giving any command to go, come like that, right? To run. If you are you going to host any application inside S3 bucket? My intention is, if you host any application inside your EC2, the application will run, right? The Flipkart, Amazon. The reason is the backend application run on one OS. To run OS, we have a hard drive, hardware, right? So what I'm trying to say here, we cannot host S3 bucket as a EC2 to run an application. Okay. Yeah. Yes, Uma, what is your doubt? Uma, don't make yourself too confused, okay? I'm not coming to that point. Just listen what I'm saying. If you're not getting, then you can ask me. You will get it the point. Okay. So we are in the very first level of S3. If you make yourself into, confusion state, you will confuse. Just listen, then we can move in the further classes. S3 we are going to discuss 3 days. Okay. This is the very introduction class for S3. Very introduction class to S3. If you go, what will happen, the back end memory, something, may you confuse. I'm coming to that point. Okay. Yeah. So S3, first S3 is a simple service. We cannot host any application S3. I mean dynamic applications. We cannot run any Python program. We cannot run any Java program. If you want to run any program, we need a operating system, CPU, something, right? So it's not like that. It's only store for flat files. Is it clear, everyone? Okay. So this is a just introduction of S3. Okay. So S3, I'm taking one more slide. Okay. So few things we are going to discuss on S3. Okay. S3 modules. What are the topics we are going to discuss under the S3 especially? Okay. This comes under S3 modules, I'm going to say. So we are going to learn about versioning. What is versioning, guys? Storage classes. Next, access. Next, S3 event rules. S3 lifecycle manager. S3 website hosting. ACLs, access control list. Okay, so okay. So we are going to discuss these many modules under S3 bucket. Okay, these are the top subtopics: partitioning, storage classes, S3 access, event rules, lifecycle manager, how to host the website into S3. So when I say S3 website hosting, sir, just now we have discussed there is no OS. How S3 is going to host the website? Here, what we can understand, the website already running in one server. By using S3, just redirect the request only. We are not going to host website inside S3 bucket. We should have understand that. Okay. We should have understand that point. And one more very important point. S3 is a serverless service. Serverless service. Okay. Okay, guys. So we can store one-time updation of file, one-time upload of file. We can store one-time upload of file 0 KB to 0 KB to 5 TB. Okay. If you want to upload a file, the one time into your S3, any folder, the size should be minimum 0 KB else it will support, and maximum 5 TB. The file size, if it is a 5 TB, we can upload it into S3 bucket. Okay. So you don't consider, doesn't mean 5 TB is the limit. It's not like that. S3 is unlimited storage, but file size. So we can maintain multiple files, right? Like that. Okay. Minimum size. So, but 5 TB is not supporting to console process. Console, when I say console process, upload manually. Okay. So the maximum size of the file we can achieve by using Python Boto 3 or Linux. I mean, command base. Okay, clear? Yeah. Manually. So manual upload, it will support 160 GB up to. Okay. 160 GB size up to. Yes. Yes, we can. Next, we can create 100 buckets. We can create up to 100 buckets for each account, for one account. Okay, we can create up to 100 buckets for one account. If required, we can raise the request to customer care of the S3. They can give the permission more than 100 if required. But in real time, 100 is the sufficient. Even 3-4 buckets are fine. The reason is we can create the multiple folders, right? Yeah. Next, we cannot delete bucket if there is any files. So if there is any file in the bucket, we cannot delete. First, clear the bucket objectives and delete it. Okay, and delete it. So finally, S3 is a central storage in for all services in AWS. In AWS. If any points, new points will come, we can add into that. Okay, the practical level. So these are the story about S3. If you have any doubts, you can ask me now. And very important point I forget. S3 bucket name is unique, guys. What it mean? Unique. So we cannot create same name for everyone. Okay. Why I mentioned in region? Bucket is region level, right? So if you can create a bucket name in Mumbai region, some name, we cannot pass it same name in the Mumbai region. We can create in the other region. If someone not created, you can create the same name. Okay. Clear? No doubts, right? So today we are going to discuss how to create S3 bucket, how to upload the file, how to maintain the partitions, how to enable the S3 version. Just I discuss versioning, right? Okay. What is versioning? We can briefly you can discuss. Okay. Shall we move? Yeah. So you joined just now, Ashwin? Then what is your doubt? Guys, what is the use of S3? Then what is your question? I'm not understanding here. It's a just storage service. It's a just storage service. That's it. So we have written so many points right here. S3 is a simple storage service. It's a global service, unlimited storage. We can store the data. That's it, right? We have just here compare the examples also. So we can create a folder. We can upload the objectives. Each object name is a key name. Okay. Okay, you can understand. If you guys have any confusion, maybe you can understand from this lab. So go to AWS Management Console. Okay, so we have a services EC2, S3, VPC, RDS, so many services are there, right? So we have to go S3. Otherwise, search in your box S3. Okay, I have already created one bucket. Leave it. So you have a data inside your laptop. So what you are going to do if the data is already, if you occupied enters whatever space inside your laptop, what is your next choice? To save your data? Pen drive. Are you really maintaining pen drive nowadays? Then cloud, Google Cloud. You guys are maintaining data into the Google Cloud. Just maintain some rent for one monthly basis, right? So the same services in GCP, how we are going to store the data into Google Drive, same. Here AWS we have S3. You can compare the S3 bucket with Google Drive. Okay. So Google Drive, you can store the data. There is no limit, right? You can store n number of data. Here also we can store the data. Okay, like storage service. In Google Drive is the storage service. I mean GCP platform. AWS S3 is the storage service. Is it clear, everyone? So I have a 10 TB data. I need to store this data in safe level. You have only choice S3 bucket inside your AWS. Is it correct or not? Are you going to create an EBS volume to store the data? You can store it, but cost is more EBS. So when we can store the data into EBS, the data is related to application, right or not? So is there any application to dependencies for TBs of data? No, right? If there is any application running, the dependencies are KBs level or mostly MB level, right or not? No application will run for the 1 TB data dependency, I'm sure. So if the data is access to your application, the data cost, the maintaining the data cost is different, right? So my data is not related to any application, just file storage data. In that case, the data storing cost is different. So definitely EBS is the most, costlier than the S3 bucket. The EBS has to maintain the access to your EC2 mission. But in this case, S3, no, just creating some space to you to upload your data into the S3 bucket. Is it clear? Yeah. So I have a data in my laptop. I should maintain this data in a high available. Okay. I have to maintain this data high available. Same. So which data is more secure in your, are you already maintain the data into Google Drives, right? So which data is more secure, most high available, Google Drive or your laptops? Google Drive. So the reason is you are not maintaining the data. The data is maintained by providers. It's a secure way. The only way may you forget the credentials to lose the data, even though we have an option to retrieve your credentials. So then your data is safe in your clouds. But inside your device, maybe your device may corrupt, but data may corrupt. So many reasons are there, right? So Google is cloud is the best platform to store to data safe level. Clear? And one more example. So everyone has a bank accounts, right? So everyone has a wallets also, handbag something. So we are maintaining data, and you are maintaining data into the banks also. Which data is more secure? Which amount is more secure? Banks. The reason is whenever you need, you can access it. But if you maintain the amount into your wallets, maybe the reason may steal the wallet. Okay, drop somewhere. So many ways are there to do it. We are carrying the wallet. So if you maintain the money into your banks, the reason is you can compare the banks or the clouds. It's a remote location you are storing, right? You are unable to see your amount, but you can access it, right or not? If required to send money, the only prerequisite is internet, right? And if you have internet, you can access your money. Is it clear what I'm trying to say here? Yeah. So in AWS, that dependencies data or normal data, whatever data it is, we are going to store in S3 bucket only. From the S3 bucket, we can access other services. You can understand the coming classes, okay? Don't worry. So the very first point is OneDrive. Very good. So very first point is, I'm in S3, right? I'm in S3. S3 is global or regional? S3 is global. S3 is global. If you can see, global. Okay. All points are grayed out. The reason is, if someone will ask, S3 is global or regional, you just say S3 is global. If you create a bucket, it's a regional. Is it clear? So in that case, does S3 will support availability zone level? We can prove now. Create bucket. So this is the dashboard of S3. Okay, I have one bucket already created. Leave it. This is the dashboard of S3 bucket. Okay. Okay, just go and create S3 bucket. Very important service, guys. Very easy service and very important service. So bucket name today I have given. Next, see, on the global service, you can select which region it is. Okay, I'm just keep as is North Virginia region. Okay, if required, you can change any region. So are you able to see any availability zones here? No. So it's a global service. So we can store into the regional level. If it is a region service, we can store into the availability zone level. Are you clear now? My EC2 is regional service, right? If you can go inside, we are able to see availability zones. If it is a global level, we can see in the regional level, top level, from the top. Okay. So I'm not going to change any settings for the first time of creation of S3 bucket. Keep as is all those points. Okay. So just I'm going to read out the few things here. So bucket name I have given, region I have selected, object ownership. This one can discuss later. What is ACL and everything. Bucket public access. By default, bucket is public or private? Private, right? We already discussed that point. By default, S3 is a private, not public. If it is not public, means no one can access from the internet. Are you clear or not? The same thing we already proved, right? Public subnets, if someone may access, it is a public by using internet. So block all public access is means we are blocking all public access. If it is unchecked, what it is mean? We are allowing public access. If it is blocked, we can check it. This is the process. Okay. Now by default, block. Okay. Versioning. Just now we discussed what is versioning. Next topic we are going to discuss versioning only. By default, versioning is disabled. So write the point also in your list. By default, S3 version is disabled. Very important points. So whatever points I'm going to discuss, these are very helpful into your real time. Okay, real time. Okay, come to here. So by default, versioning is disabled, right? Okay. So encryption also I need to discuss. Okay, that is pending. Okay, create bucket. So I'm unable to create a bucket. The reason is why? Bucket with the same name already exists. So bucket name should be unique in the region specific, right? So don't give today, tomorrow, yesterday, Sunday, superstar, like that. Give something like that. If I say something, don't give in the real time. Give your project name. Okay. So my project, for example, Kili. If you give Kiwi, already there. I have created Kili. Okay. That is the reason. If you can give number, no. So we can see Kili 1 to 3 is there or not. So I have created Kili 1 to 3. So I think my project is unable to create Kili 1 to 3, right? So and after delete this bucket only, I'm able to create my project. Is it clear what I'm trying to say? So I have already created Kili 1 to 3. So if you try with the same name, bucket is not going to create. Just now I have created, right? So someone already created with this name. You can try with other name. Maybe it will work for 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So bucket name should be unique. So if you're trying to create a bucket by using Terraform or Python, so many platforms you are using. If you're getting error like forbidden error, 403 error, access denied error, you should check the bucket name first. Bucket name someone already created. So you just check change the bucket name. Okay. So manually you can easily understand, right? By seeing the bucket list, okay, bucket already there. But if you are using any programmatical way, so you are not check to go and every time bucket there or not. Okay. If you are taking script from any Google existing scripts to create S3 bucket by using Python or by using Terraform, by using so many ways, just simply don't copy paste, change the bucket name first. The reason is whoever provide the script, that guy already created the same name of bucket. That is the point here. Many people are miss that point. Change the variables. When I say variable, bucket name is variable, right? Bucket name is variable, vary to each person to person, right? Whatever variables are there, in every time if you're taking any scripts, we should change the variables. Okay. Yeah. I hope you guys are clear what I'm trying to say. Okay. Just remember this point. We can discuss the Terraform level. Okay. Kili 1, 2, 3 I have created. My bucket is created. Which region I have created bucket? North Virginia. So, okay, I have created bucket. Very simple steps. Create a bucket, give the name and keep as is all settings. Just create it. This is very first time, right? Okay. Kili 1, 2, 3. So if you can see inside your bucket, we have a different modules, objectives, properties, permissions, metrics, management, access points. Okay, we are going to learn all these steps. And again, if you can go properties, so many things are there. Permissions, so many things are there. Like that, metrics related to size, management, life cycle rules, replication rules, inventory configurations. Okay, inventory configurations. I'm going to discuss 90% of the S3. Okay, 90% of the S3. But here we are majorly work with 30%. First, we are focusing on 30%, then we can jump to remaining. Okay. So the main important point in the S3 versioning. Okay. So versioning. Now, what we discuss, these are very high level. We are discussing the points. But if you can go technically in the S3, we are maintaining S3 bucket for two modes. One is for store the files, normal files. One is for artifacts. When I say artifacts, if there is a code, Python code, Lambda code, Terraform code, these are codes, right? These codes, if you are maintaining in S3 bucket, we should enable versioning. We should enabling versioning, especially for codes. Okay. The reason is you can understand now. I'm not going to say you can understand everything now. So I have created a bucket. Is there any doubts to creation of bucket? Anyone? No, right? Simple steps. Now go to your bucket. So the bucket I have created. Next, what I need to do if I want to upload any file inside my bucket. So if you can go, this is my bucket. This is my bucket. If you want to store the data, why we need to store the data? S3 is a storage service. We can't do anything with S3. You cannot run as a Lambda. You cannot run as a database. We cannot run as a EC2. Just S3 is a storage service, right? If you want to store the data, you can store it. So I'm going to store the data. Add files. So I've just uploaded one object. If you can see, the size of the object also automatically AWS is calculated. The bill is apply for each KB. Okay, each KB. So, okay, I have uploaded. Okay, uploaded successfully. Close it. See, this is my document I have uploaded. The time, November 6, 8/16. The time, 20.7 KB is the size. Storage class. To discuss what is storage class. Clear till here? Upload of the file. If you want to delete the file, click delete. So copy here, permanently delete. Control C, Control V. Deleted. Now you can see deleted. Upload and delete. Okay, this is the actions we can perform in the S3 bucket. No need to write all these points. Okay, if you can write all these points, maybe it will 3-4 pages will come or 10 pages will come. You just understand now. By using S3, we can upload the file, we can delete the file. If you want to maintain the file in cloud, we should keep as is. Otherwise, we can delete it. Clear? Now, I have uploaded a file. I have deleted a file. Is there any option to retrieve your file back in S3? If you delete the file, is there any option to retrieve the file back? Anyone online? Flat files, Ashwin. S3 is paid service. Why not? All are paid services only, no free services. Okay. So when I say 750 hours, it's calculated S3 also. All services. Sir, S3 is a global level service, but why do we need to select the region while creating a bucket? All the regions should be included into the right, sir. See, what I'm trying to say, S3 operated from global. So S3 is operated from the global. We should select bucket in which region. S3 buckets is under S3 global service operated. Okay. You are not operated global level. Provider is operated in the global level. Then under wing of providers, you can select buckets. Clear? So when we can create, when we are going to, why we are going to create in region level, why they are giving option. If your EC2 mission is there, or if your database is there, or if other functions are there in the AWS. Okay. If the EC2 is in the Mumbai, if you select bucket in North Virginia, your EC2 is unable to communicate North Virginia region. The reason is your VPC is created in Mumbai region. Definitely your bucket should be in the same region if you want to communicate, right or not? Across VPC, if you go in the very previous classes, across VPC, there is no communication by default, right? One VPC to other VPC, there is no communication by default. If required, we can build. Yes, we can show the architecture, don't worry. Backup options, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Does S3 is configurable from applications? Answer is no. S3 in applications, we can call the S3 to store the data. If we have a backup of file, we can retrieve. I'm asking question to that. Is there any option to retrieve the file? If there is a backup, definitely we can get it back. Yes. Anyway, so many answers I'm getting, right? So if you need an architecture of S3, right? See guys, if you can see, see guys, what? Wait. If you can see here, so to perform any application, is a data related applications, services, we should maintain S3 bucket. So for example, if you can see here, see here, I have a data in traditional server, mean on-premises server. I should move this data into that by using AWS Glue. Okay, by using AWS Glue, we can migrate the data from on-prem to cloud. The data is related to database data or just normal data, file data, medium data, whatever data it is. First option is we should get the data from on-prem to cloud. Then we can perform the action inside cloud, right? Right or not? Directly we cannot write the on-premises server. We should get the data from on-prem to cloud first. We can perform the operations in the cloud, right? I need to perform the operation AWS Glue here. Just example, you don't know what is AWS Glue. AWS Glue is to migrate the data from on-prem to cloud. It's a database data. So we are not supposed to directly write data from the on-premises. If something is wrong, entire data is going to delete in on-premises also, right? I have a data in my traditional servers. I should move the data from on-prem to cloud. So our first choice is get the data from the on-premises and store it into your S3 bucket. First option is. Then whatever operations you are going to perform, you can perform from the S3 bucket. Okay. For example, here the data is there for last 5 years. Okay. I should migrate the last 5 years data. The reason is in traditional server also database is there. So entire architecture I have already built in cloud. I have created database, I have created EC2 missions, I have created all stuff like on-premises. Now the next step is move the data only. On-premises setup, everything done like on-premises. In the cloud also, the next option is I should move the data also from on-prem to cloud. The data may contains users data. If it is a Flipkart, users data is there, right? You have, everyone has a accounts, Flipkart. So if they're moving the data from on-prem to cloud, definitely your data should move, right? So I have created an account in Flipkart. If Flipkart is moving their data from one cloud to other cloud, I don't have any impact, right? It's not supposed to any impact on me as a user. It will work as is. So how it will work as is, my data should move whatever cloud they're maintaining, right or not? So I should move their data into my cloud first. Then you can perform the operations. So for that, the best option is first create S3 bucket. We should move the data from on-prem to cloud. So our data is now moved to cloud, right? S3 bucket is a cloud service. Now, whatever actions you are going to do, you can do from the S3 bucket. Here the source now. Here the source now. In initial stage, source is on-premises. Now your source is migrated to S3 bucket. Now you can test your data or do any migrations or do any performance or do any transformations. You can perform from the S3 bucket, not from direct on-premises. Is it clear? If there is no S3 bucket, there is no storage service where you are going to store this bulk data into your cloud. No, right? We should store into your S3 bucket. We can call the data from the S3 bucket. Okay. So what if you're talking about data, definitely S3 bucket is there in your architecture. I'm not saying data, whatever project without S3 bucket, there is no project. Okay. So this is for just not whatever things I have discussed to store data, but I already mentioned artifacts also. Okay. So two type of data we are going to maintain real time into S3 to maintain normal data and artifact data. Artifact, when I say artifact, so for example, if your developer write a code, right, to do something for EC2 or Lambda, whatever service you are going to use. So our, as a AWS cloud engineers, we should create a services. That's it. The code and everything is created by developers. So now developers after write the code is developed into local machines, right? The code is developed in local machines. When I say local machines, laptops, I'm going to develop code in laptops. But in real time, once project and everything done, I have written 10 codes for 10 applications. Where should I put these 10 codes in AWS? In the real time also, do I need to maintain these codes in my local machines? If it is like that, no one can access these codes from my laptop, right? I should store these codes, whatever I have written, into the some storage, central storage. So for that, we have an option S3 bucket to store whatever codes you have written. You should upload into S3 buckets. You can call from S3 bucket. Clear what I'm trying to say? For example, one Lambda function is working. The Lambda function is get the code from your on-premises and run it. But in real time, we are not give access for my laptop. The code we put into S3 bucket, we can give the Lambda permission to S3 bucket. Lambda can trigger from codes from S3 bucket. So codes already written by developers, right? So Lambda will access from the S3 bucket. Inside codes will work. The code is going to deploy into S3 EC2 missions, or deploy into RDS, or deploy into required services. Okay. For example, inside your EC2 server, you have written hello world. Server is definitely will work for applications. Or hello world, we have already written HTML applications, right? You have written in where? You have written in your local laptops. Okay. Go in Vim command, we have given directly into the EC2 server. But once project and everything is finalized, development got done. Yes, my application test done and everything. You are not write manually into your, go inside your EC2 and write Vim command to upload code. This is not process. Whatever hello world is there, you should upload into S3 bucket. From the S3 bucket, we should deploy into your EC2 mission. Is it clear what I'm trying to say? Is it clear? So hello world, manually you have write into the Vim command. By using Vim command, you have write something, right? But few 90% of the projects, we are not go inside and write into your server. It's not like that. There is no manual interruptions. Once project, everything development got done, if it is a move to live, they are not going to write into your clients. With 1 or 2 clicks, everything is going to happen. That is, whatever codes are there, you should maintain into the S3 bucket. From the S3 bucket, they are going to spin the services. Is it clear what I'm trying to say? These, what I'm trying to say, these files are called artifacts, code related artifacts. If it is not related code, we can store main files also. Okay. Is it clear why the S3 bucket is now? Yes, raw data, whatever data. So there is a time limit. See, don't think much, okay? Time limit, these limits. I'm going to discuss, right? Just I'm saying what is S3 now. Okay. If that today I'm going to discuss everything, I don't have any issue. I can finish in 1 day also. We'll come from one level. We are entering to S3 bucket today only, right? We should focus how to create a file, how to upload the file, how to delete the file, how to maintaining versions. Now we can discuss about time limit. Okay. So anyway, the question is came here. There is a time limit for limited period of no S3 bucket. There is no time limit. That is comes under storage classes. Okay. Yes, you are correct, Haider Khan. Any questions? A copy of data from on-prem to S3 or complete migration. If you copy the data from on-prem to cloud, that is called migration. In technical term. Okay. So you got it, the point from this architecture? Any doubt? Anyone? Online team? Please, if you have any doubt, you can raise now. So you are unable to understand this architecture. The reason is we don't know Lambda, we don't know gateway, we don't know glue, right? So how you are going to understand? You should understand how the operation will work only. Is it clear? You should understand from this architecture why S3 is help here. If it is, if for example, guys, there is no S3. If there is no S3, just think your point is directly connect to server, main server. If glue, inside glue, we write a PySpark script. If I don't know how to write a PySpark script, I just seen the Google, I run into the glue job. If I write some wrong script to delete data, if I run glue job, entire data is going to delete from on-premises or not? Right or not? If I put a S3 bucket here, if I get the data from on-prem to cloud, if I do some mistake, my data is going to delete an on-premise also? No, your data is going to delete S3 bucket. So there is no harm. You will again get the data from on-prem to S3 bucket. It's a development mode, right? Development mode. So in between, we have a one backup is S3. Don't write directly from the source. Any project, we are not do the operations directly from the source. We can get the data, we can get the link, we get the access to cloud first, you can perform it. Don't write data directly from the cloud to on-premises. This is the process. That's the reason we are using S3 bucket. I hope you guys are clear, right? Yeah. Yes, very good, Haider Khan. Yes. We are not write any data directly from the on-premises, okay? Sir, are there any performance difference between S3 storage classes? Wait, yeah, I haven't discussed storage classes. Why you are asking? What if we delete in S3, how to retrieve, sir? I haven't discussed these points. Anyway, good questions you guys are brought up. So, updation of file, deletion of file, S3 bucket, how it will work, clear or not? At least you got an idea, right? Now we can move further. So, go to S3 bucket. I have uploaded, I have deleted. Is it clear, everyone? So how to make a partition in your S3 bucket? So this is very best practice. Don't upload file directly into the S3 bucket. For example, I have a different modules. I mean, when I say modules, different operations. Okay. So I'm working with US client. Okay. US client, they have given to one project, 2 areas. Okay. So directly not you can create a bucket for your whatever client if you have. So inside bucket, you should maintain the folders. Okay. This folder is for maybe development folder, test folder, production folder, UAT folder. You should maintain it. If you mix all objects in S3 bucket, it's very difficult to identify. It's not in systematic way. Just you guys are saying that if you maintain the folders inside your laptop, it's a systematic view, right? Easily identify. So like that here also, before uploading the file, you should create a folder. How we are going to partition it? Maybe, so what is year? 2023 year. Current year is 2023, right or not? You can create a folder now. Now, go inside your folder, create one more folder, month. So 11. Create one more folder. Go inside 11. So create one more folder, date. Today is 6th. Create folder. Now, inside folder, upload the file. Okay, upload the file. Okay, upload the file. So I have uploaded a file, today's date. So in future, if you want to get the data, if you know the day of the data, simply go to bucket, year folder, month folder, day folder. You can access the file, right? It's this level of partition. So if you can go here in the paint, year, month, day. Okay. I have partition in this way. Now file you can upload into the direct day folder, right? Day folder already part of month folder already part of year folder. Is it clear, everyone? Okay. Okay. So otherwise you can do one more like that. 2023 11/06. Okay. You can create one folder. Simply you can upload the file. Clear? Is it clear? So we have two options. You can create a folder structure as per your usage. Okay. If the usage is for time based usage, morning, afternoon, evening, so you can create a partition in time space, like morning 6 to 10, afternoon 12 to 3, evening 6 to 9. If the data we are getting stored in that manner, you can create a folder structure in that level, time based level. If it's day level, day. If you are getting year level, you can create a year. If you are getting month level, you can create folders in month level. So you can orchestrate such a way that, clear what I'm trying to say? Otherwise, no, sir, I can upload directly. You can, your wish. You can upload the file directly into the S3 bucket also. But if you can upload like that way, after 2-3 years, maybe in the future, it's very difficult to orchestrate. Inside bucket, how you can identify if there is 1,000 files. If you want to go inside file, you have to check 1,000 files every time and go inside. It's very difficult, right? So don't do that. You can orchestrate how you are orchestrate your laptop. You are maintaining data already, right? Family pics, friend pics, some example pics, some outing pics, whatever. Okay, college pics. Guys, so many secrets. Compare with me. Okay, so like that you can orchestrate. Okay, you know how to maintain the lock for objects? Seriously, I don't know. Right? Or not? How to put the lock for objects? Right or not? Mobiles. I'm sorry. Boys saying don't know. Okay. Online, anyone knows how to apply the lock for objects? He's entering to that level. Okay. Is it clear now, everyone? So now I'm going to try to delete the bucket. You will get clarity. If you have any confusion, don't worry. We will spend 3 days for S3. Okay. So why I'm unable to delete the bucket? Online. Why I'm unable to delete the bucket? There is a data. So we have written that point already in that, right? So first clear the objectives, then delete the bucket. So there is a option also, use empty bucket configurations. So I have cleared my all files. Otherwise, you can go inside your files, you can delete it. Otherwise, from here, you can empty the configurations. After that, permanently delete, just Control C, you can give Control V. Sometimes if you can give space here, it is not taking you. So ensure there is no space in between starting from the character. Clear, right? I have deleted bucket. Now, any doubts, upload file, delete file, create bucket, empty the configurations, how the bucket will work. Is there any doubts? Anyone? If there is no doubt, I'll jump to versioning system. Okay. I need 15 minutes your time, 20 minutes your time. As the versioning, it will take time. Okay. So no doubts from online. Is there any doubts? Manasa, any doubts? Okay. Silence means no doubts. I should consider. A bucket already deleted, right? Why it's present? That is one more bucket, I think, right? Okay, okay. I have created one more bucket. Okay, so I'm going to delete this one also. Be concentrated, guys. This month is very, very important to understand now. This month is job decided time. Everything. Very typical concepts will come. Okay, very typical concepts. Maybe S3 you can understand in the manual level, but how we can do into the by using Terraform, Python. Just I'm going to give little, high level information. How Boto 3 will work, how Lambda will work, and everything. You should work at least 2-3 months to understand the process. It's not easy to get it in 2 months and get the job. Okay, maybe you will get a job. Chances are there, but to understand the concept, how project will work, it will take 2 or 3 months. After work with this content, I'm going to give almost most services what we are going to work in the real time. Okay, so I'm giving bucket Chile 1 2 3 4 5 now. Okay, so I'm going to create North Virginia region. This time I'm enabling versioning. Okay, create a bucket. Encryption I haven't discussed till now. Okay, encryption I haven't discussed till now. It's a security service. As of now we discuss how many security services, how many security service online, how many security service we have discussed till now. I got only answer from Abhilash. What about others? What about others? Very good. Next. So we discussed till now SG and SCL. Okay. Yeah. Please concentrate, guys. Otherwise, if you're not respond in time, if you're not following that content, waste of time to discuss all the service in that level. Okay. I can finish it till now 45 days we are done, right? 45 days. Working how many working days we done? Closely 40 days, I think so. If it is not exclude Saturdays, Sundays, 40 days. So if you are not well in the topics, waste of time. I feel like that. If you can go any other institutes, other trainers, maybe this week is the last week to complete the course. But we haven't discussed other service till now. I'm giving so much of time to practice and explaining everything and each and everything in a brief way, like paint. Okay. Even S3, no need to discuss in the paint. Directly I can jump to create a bucket. I'll show you. You can easily understand. Okay. Anyway, leave it. So I have created bucket. This time I have enabled versioning. So, okay, sir, everything is good now. So I'm going to upload a file. Uploaded a file. Okay, uploaded a file. Did you observe something here now? The dashboard. Anyone? Before and now, there is some change. Very good, Bharat. Show versions. Show versions. The reason the dashboard, this icon is enabled, you have enable versioning while creating S3 bucket. Is it clear? Now, if I delete this file, just now upload this file, right? If I delete this file, will it back? Will it back this file? Yes, you will get it back. If you enable show versioning, there is a file. There is a file. Okay. So write the point now. Versioning. So S3 versioning definitely will get back the file, right? S3 versioning. By enable version, we will get back deleted files. So simply we can write backup of your files. Backup of files. Okay, if you are enabling versioning, if you upload file, if you delete file, you will get it back if you are using versioning. Is it clear now? If you are not enabling version, there is no way to get it back from your end, those deleted file. Is it clear? Yeah. Yes. Okay. Okay. So here there will be a small concept, guys. Small concept. So this is S3 bucket, right? This is S3 bucket. So before that, I want to discuss little story. Okay. I'm going to write some content into my notepad. Okay. I have written hi, welcome. Okay. I have written hi, welcome. If I can save this file, save as, please concentrate on desktop, S3, S3 welcome, something I have stored, guys, on the desktop. Okay. I have stored one file, hi, welcome. Now to AWS, I've had some content in that my file. If I save, how many files will be there? Two. Is it two files? Okay. Yes, if you are storing some data into Word or Excel, if you save, add something and save, files are going to create multiple. Only same file, right? Then why you are confusing me? I surprise. So click, my file name is what? S3. S3 welcome, right? My file name is S3 welcome. Hi, welcome to AWS is there. Hi, welcome to AWS is there. The reason is overwrite the content. If I add something, how many files? If I say only one. So your notepad is going to maintain versioning or not from this content. Maintaining versioning or not? I mean, tracking all points or not? So from this file, will I get back for second modification? Will I get back for first modification? What is the first I have written here? Hi, welcome. After that, added to AWS. After this, added training. 3 modifications, 2 modifications. I need file for second modification. Is it possible to get back? No. Notepad is not maintaining versioning. We will get previous file, overwrite the content. Is it clear? So this is S3, this is versioning. So from the versioning, so Notepad is not maintaining any versioning, right? Notepad is overwriting the content. But S3 should maintaining version. Means whatever update you have done and upload the file S3 bucket, each upload, each update S3 versioning is track. Means if you upload file now, if I upload file now, after that I have modified something and again upload. After that do something modify and again upload. Each upload S3 versioning is going to track. But file will be one or multiple. Okay, we can do now. Hi, welcome again. I'm going to save. Control S. Okay. So I'm going to upload this file into my S3 bucket. Please concentrate 10 minutes. Huh? So go back. This is my bucket. So nothing will be there, right? Nothing is there. So I'm going to store here. I'm going to delete here. Versioning also first. Control C, Control V. So I have deleted, right? Now, if I upload file, desktop, S3 welcome, uploaded, upload. Okay, I have uploaded file. Okay, success. If I download, what is the content? Content will be there in that. Hi, welcome only. So what I'm going to do now, again go to desktop. This is my original file, right? This is my original file, right? My desktop I have saved. I'm going to add welcome to AWS training. Okay, anyway, training. So if I save now, Control S, if I'll go on S3 bucket, if I upload again the same file, add file, S3 welcome, uploaded. How many files will be there? One or two? One or two? So answer is one. Okay, not two. You are giving same name, right? How AWS is tracking, he's updated something. I'm not talking about versioning, just normal. I have uploaded same file, but content is different. It's all right, right? If you maintain S3 welcome 1, S3 welcome 2, it's maintaining all files. But versioning should track. See, I have uploaded two files. 850 is a hi AWS, sorry, hi welcome. 851 is hi welcome to AWS training. How it is tracked? There is a version IDs. If you can see, which one is the recent? Huh? By seeing time, you can saying, right? Easily. And by seeing size also, we can say, right? 27 is more content. And anyway, so versioning, maintaining LIFO order. What is LIFO? Last in, first out. Whatever doing the modifications should maintain top level, right? If you retrieve the file, you should take recent one only, not for back file, right? Anyway, so two files are tracking here. The same thing, if I upload next time, your main object, you are able to see only one file. Again, here you are able to see third file, three files. So each upload, the AWS is going to, S3 is going to track, S3 versioning is going to track each updates by using versioning ID. Clear now? Everyone? Okay. Now, so go to back one step. So, okay. Go to here. This is my content, right? If I delete this content, will it back or not? I deleted content now, main object. If I need this file, how can I get it back? Show versions, click show versions. See, delete marker, one more file is created. So delete marker, when I say delete marker, it's a temporary. Okay, once you delete any file, on top of that version, one layer is going to create. If you require that file back, you should delete this layer. Clear? Why this layer is created? So let's suppose the file is deleted by accidentally. The file is going to delete by accidentally. You should retrieve that file, right? That time what you can do? Go to show versions, delete the top of the layer. Then you will get back the file. You will get back the file. You wantedly delete the file. You not require that file to back. What you will do? No need to delete that file top of the layer. The file is maintaining the backend is only. I know, bit confusion, right? So this is my bucket. See, my file is came back. So what I'm trying to say here, if you so show versions now, there is no any layer right top of the layer. There is no delete marker layer. The reason is the file is maintained into the main. So two versions are maintaining now. Now, if you can go and delete, now if you can go and delete this file, now if you can go and delete this file, immediately the layer will form. What is that layer? Delete marker layer. So wantedly deleting the file now. Wantedly deleting. I'm not required this file back. Simply keep as is. That's it. I have deleted. That's it. Okay. Accidentally deleted. I need that file. What you can do? You should retrieve the file. How you can retrieve the file? Go to show versions. First delete this top layer. Then only the file will retrieve back. Got it? It's a protection to file automatically retrieve from your versioning to main. If there is no protection like this layer, what will happen? If you delete a file, the file will again add into the main. See, I'm not going to anything. If I delete from here, immediately file is retrieved or not. I'm not doing any further operations. If I'm not doing any further operations, once I delete that layer, automatically file is present into your bucket. If you can see, you can go here. Loading object, see file is present. So that layer, when the layer is going to create, once you delete the object from here. So I'm not going to delete now. If you can go show versions, there is no layer right on top of that. Is it clear what I'm trying to say here? Accidentally deleted, definitely you should retrieve the file back. If I'm not deleted accidentally, manually I have deleted, no need to retrieve back. How we are not going to retrieve the back? You are not simply not deleting the delete marker layer. That's it. The delete marker layer hold the file to not retrieve into your main. Is it clear or not? Yeah. Again, I'm going to delete. Now, if you can see, there is no delete marker. There is no any layer. When the layer will form, once you delete the file. Okay. Okay. Go here. So I'm going to delete the file. If you can see the versions, there is no delete marker layer. So if you can show versions, there will be a delete marker layer added immediately. If I need this file back, what you can do? Delete the delete marker. Then your file will get back. When you are going to delete the delete marker, if you accidentally delete the file, only you are going to get back that file. If you are permanently delete the file, you are not going to delete the delete marker. If you delete it, immediately the file is added to your main object, right or not? So I have deleted manually this file. I don't want this file back. Then in that case, no need to delete this file. This is layer to stop this file to add into your main object. Now I want to delete permanently. You should delete the data from the delete show version. Versioning also. I have deleted file in versionings also. Now there is no files. Is there any chance to get it back? No. Inside your laptop, if you delete something, it is going to load into recycle bin. If you delete from the recycle bin also, entirely the data is going to delete. You won't get back. This is the process in versioning also. Is it clear, everyone? Any confusions? If you do the practice, you can understand. So today, you can create a one S3 bucket, upload the file normally and delete it, and create one more bucket, enable the version of the bucket, upload the file, and try to get back the recent file. Now, simple question. I need second modification file, not for recent one. What you can do? Delete the recent version file from the versioning. Automatically, you will get it second file only, right? Right or not? They are maintaining order. If you delete the first recent file, next file will be there automatically. It will retrieve from your local. That you can do. Okay. If you did not enable versioning while creating, yes, 100% there is no option, right? If you're not enable versioning, how you will get it back that file if you delete it? So versioning can enable only for artifacts, especially codes. If you maintaining version for main data also, the data is there for TBs. If you are enable TBs of the data, versioning also maintain TBs of data, right? You will get a more bill. So normally S3 version we can enable only artifacts. When I say artifacts, codes, development codes, Terraform scripts. These scripts only we are going to maintain it. The scripts may only in the KBs level, right? That one we can maintain in that. Main data we are not supposed to enable versioning. We can discuss tomorrow how it will work. So today we discuss S3 versioning, how S3 will work, how to create bucket, how to create a folder, how to upload the functions. Is there any doubt? So do it from your end also. Tomorrow we are going to discuss how to make a how to upload the file, how to make a public, how to share to URL to friends, how to access that, like Google Drive. We can do it. And storage classes also tomorrow we discuss. Okay. Online, anyone has any doubts? Okay. Okay, guys. Bye. See you. So don't miss even one class also. I'm going to plan, if possible, Saturday also one class. Okay. So we are done. We already reached 60%. We know everything. Public subnet, auto scaling, load balancers, everything. Don't think I'm a fresher. I don't know how to do it. From the content, you are able to do it now. Okay. See you. Bye.